Good afternoon, folks. I am Jake, and I am very ill. But let's not let that stop us from having a good time. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. I certainly had a good Christmas. New Year, well, secret to having a good year is to start it off as miserably as possible. Like I said, I'm pretty ill, and I've been working pretty non-stop. And I've been fighting the temptation just to play more Nagur off stream. I gotta try to keep that off, Mike. Yes, welcome back to Nagur. We had an exhilarating time last session, simply absorbing our rebels and stomping down a few minor parties. But now it's time for war yet again. And if memory serves me just right, we're going to be declaring on Jampur to bring in a lot of people as non-co-belligerents so they can be annexed one shot. A few things that I looked over was that I will try to diplo-annex Naj. We have great relations, and they certainly want some of that. And I've built, let's see, I went on a building spree. There's going to be temples and armories popping up places, and just for fun I decided to lower autonomy just about everywhere that I could, so that we can enjoy plenty of delicious revolt risk across the board. What could be more fun, as they say. Now, what am I meant to do here? I think I'll give myself one tick to try to ally Naj before I drop the bomb on Jampur and friends. I doubt they'll want to join in my little war here, but if they did, it would be great for me. Because I get the feeling the Ottomans are wanting to diplo-vassalize them. Look, they got an alliance, they got a royal marriage, but I will also be one with the royal marrying. Oh, he's 56. That probably wasn't in my best interest. Should have married with my 15-year-old. But hey, who's keeping track? So the Ottomans are getting those relations right up with Naj. They probably won't want to join in this war. Yeah, but only really because of my diplo reputation. Sadly, I can't do anything about that right now. I can, however, get myself a trader. I love having traders in my court. Jake, your second fleet is doing nothing. What are you guys up to? Well, it's not like I'm going to be fighting anybody with much of a navy. Seems that Goa is what we're protecting. I can go along with that. So like I said, I'm feeling pretty under the weather right now, so mistakes will probably be made. I'm slowly sipping a cup of hot tea here, just trying to make myself feel a little better. Yeah, I think my diplo reputation took a hit from that marriage that we had. And it's not like we're going to be at war with any of your enemies. Ah well. We'll do it anyway. Wait, why do I have no Cassis upon Jampur? Their land is Hindu, but they are Sunni. Well, what a fool I've been. Now that I have a claim on you or anything. And I want it to be holy war. Well. Well-a-ty, well-a-ty, well. Well, bang goes that plan. The whole idea was to fight Afghanistan and make them annul their treaties with their friends and then go and strike them later on. Could go for Multan instead, but then I'm fighting the coalition. Boy, do I look maximum scrub right now. I guess the only thing to do is to fight Afghanistan straight off the bat. Jake just no Cassis it, go in hard. You know, 2 stability is quite a bit. But I like your style. Yeah, why not? No, what am I thinking? Let's just get that claim going. It's not going to be too hard. Oh well. Let's sit back and pick our noses for a little bit. Jake, in fairness, that's a pretty scrubby coalition too. Yeah, it's just the bureaucratic brick wall, because I want to discombobulate these states one by one. Because if I wanted to do that, I should probably get our relations up a bit. Oh, that's right, I can get your trade power. That will give us a boost in relations as well. For God knows why, though. My worry is, though, that the Ottomans are going to give them a gift to push them over the limit. So I gotta snake him. But, no, don't do subsidies before a gift, because it makes the gift less meaningful. I've already reduced autonomy, don't you worry about that. Why don't you check all those rebels? Mandu especially. Must be the whole trying to convert them thing. Now one issue here is that I'm going to be paying full price on the lands that I take here. Well, it's not that we don't have any Diplo to spare, but I'd just rather not, you know? Mark you as an important country just in case something happens to you. At least the Ottomans are defensive instead of domineering. If they're domineering, then they might try to diplo-vassalize them. Jake, you have Hindu Zealots as a rebel faction. Yeah, but I have no interest in flipping to Hindu anymore. Great early idea, but we're too stable to want to go against the grain in that way. So only 75 is needed. I suppose while we're at it, we could guarantee you. Is Jake westernized? No, we haven't even seen any westerners yet. At least not popping their heads around here. But I may make the effort to go and see them. I don't want to do much colonization in this game, but I may pick up and put down exploration. Just punch whoever you want to. Try to catch people off guard by declaring on them whilst they're in a war. I think our tech advantage is too good to even have to worry about things like that. Okay, well at least the Ottomans cap out at 185, but like I said, one gift or really anything else would allow them to diplo-vassalize. Let's get cheap then. Send and revoke. What an exciting start. I was trying to stream whilst I was away in the Highlands for my my Christmas and almost New Year. But that didn't work out. The internet was just too bad for that. Which is a shame, because I was really gagging to play more Nagur. Right, let's fire off that gift so we're ready. We just need another 15 and we're good to go. Don't like all this sitting around and not fighting, though. However, if I bring Naj into this war, I won't be able to diplo-vassalize them. We'll just let the war bubble away whilst we do that to them. And good, the Ottomans haven't seen it in their wisdom to give them a gift. How about Persia's cores? Still good for another almost 50 years? Alright, Jampur, it's unfortunate that we couldn't do this in a more civilized, holy kind of way, but you still have to die. Afghanistan, Gujarat, and Multan, I don't think any of those are going to be too much of a threat. Come to think of it. No, it'll be full whammy for each of the enemy's provinces. Ah well. It doesn't matter if they're co-belligerents or not. Afghanistan slightly matters because if I want to do anything to them, it'll be expensive. But I'll just punch some friends out of them. Somebody says ease on the music. Hopefully that's a bit better. See, this is what happens when you ask people to help you out with that. This is the beauty of Tech 12. Never leave home without it. Should be a fairly clinical war. Like I said, just waiting to vassalize Naj. Of course, while we have some free time, might as well get going with our good friends Oman. I want Bani Yas at some point so I can have holy war on you. A nice cheap province to core as well. Oh, get demolished. Now do I pursue them in the mountains and try to destroy them? Or do I spread out across their lands here? Really, that's all I'm looking to do. Just get rid of their big horde friends. It's not that they really threaten me, but they'll be a bother that I don't want to deal with right now. It'll give me a quite short truce time. And then I will truly discombobulate Afghanistan, probably nice and simply with a conquest casus. That said, I also want Hormuz, but I think that can wait for just a little while. We'll take him. Jake, nothing pleases me more than being able to hear your dulcet tones. Well, my dulcet tones are somewhat nerfed today because I'm feeling really ill. That's alright. Illness is just the weak grey skin seeping out of me. Gee, what are you guys even doing there? Not fighting Multan, that's for sure. Get yourselves over there and destroy Afghanistan. Jake, what about some humiliation? Trouble with humiliation is it's a long truce time. Also, Ming, the Ottomans, and the Oirat are our rivals right now. I'm sure I had a good reason for doing that, but the reason escapes me right now. There's my king. I hope he dies. But if I'm going to be actually fighting a battle, I'll want my one general free for that. Let's go. Jake, how much do you think you could do as a Native American nation? I played one of those in 1.4, but it just felt a bit... yeah. I didn't feel thrilled about it. Okay, Persia, I get the feeling that you are going to abandon your siege to help me out with this battle if I go for it. So what I'm going to do is drop off a couple thousand just to hold the siege down. Great, there goes Mandu's revolt risk. So let's see what our friends Persia do. Lord Cusit, thank you for streaming. Even though you're sickly, Jake, your conquest fuels my dreams. Well, that can be taken a few ways, but thank you. Alright, I'll get rid of that chat, Santi. Don't you worry. I also want to help you out with our Shiite rebs, but that's it's going to be a bit of an undertaking. Feel a bit lacking in troops here. Didn't I have some spare? No, they're all sieging him up. Whilst he runs away to Hormuz. Certainly have the force limits. Could make more men, but now let's just try to deal with the situation with what we've got. Doesn't really matter if the rebels siege up this province. We'll just take it back. Jake, look at the Jampur siege. You need more men. Well, how about that? It's alright though, they're the main man in this war. Whilst we're at this, it would be good of me to declare on Tabaristan. Oh. I think I was just a little too late for that. Make our friends the Mamluks an important person so I can see when they peace out. Now thankfully Persia's rebels are also lower tech than me, so we have that advantage when it comes to tactics. Tactics being one of the biggest things in a battle. You always want more tactics. Alright, we're not quite up at full strength, but I'm feeling confident about taking out these zealots. Whilst he feels confident about destroying me in his own land. Let my guard down a bit there. Fair on the 20th of June. He's probably just going to go around and curb stomp us. Well, it's unfortunate, but let's pull back into the mountains. Yeah, my confidence is a bit ill-placed here, but thankfully Persia comes to help us out. Right, the rebels down. Now we can actually focus on taking out the Afghanis. Or the Afghans, as somebody corrected me on before. Okay, we're interested in de-sieging, that's fine. Makes sense that they'd want to go for their capital. Wow, those Chandis, they are pretty keen on rising up. Mahadeo and Chanda. Where is Chanda? So this is why I probably shouldn't have decreased autonomy on a 1 base tax province. Doesn't make much odds. And why do I have overextension? Ah, of course, Vanad, but we're working on that. Alright, I've been convinced. Maybe it is high time we actually recruited a bit more of an army. Afghanistan, destroyer of empires. Funny, whenever I declare war on these guys, it never goes quite right. Fortunately, they're only in desert there. We'll have them pinned. Alright, now is it perhaps a bad idea to try to convert Chanda? They're going to revolt anyway, but let's give it a pass. We'll do Pune. Are they strong? Nope, just Pune. Yes, Happy New Year, Kellen. Arriving on the 28th and the 24th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No river. Will cross a river. Maneuver 1, maneuver 3. So there should be no river crossing penalty unless the game screws something up here. Nope, no river crossing. Prepare to die. Negative car, says Jake. Without coughing and spluttering. He says, how was your new year? It was pretty miserable. I worked for a very long time. And as you can probably hear, I wasn't feeling too great. You guys are all done. Now, they're both just 1 base tax. If they're going to rise up anywhere, it shouldn't be too hard to put down. But we'll throw ourselves into the jungle. Vijay have that under wraps. Vijay don't seem to have any rebs. Good on them, they converted everything, as did Nepal, so we'll have to feed them shortly. Lots of wars to fight, and not all the time in the world to fight them. You're probably going to run to Hormuz. So, seems a bit excessive. That's better. We'll join you in Madeo. Jake, today I was fighting France in the Alps with 2-to-1 troop advantage and a 5-5 general. I lost because I rolled zeros over and over again. Yep, it happens. Okay, they're running to Bam, but I am all but convinced they're going to Hormuz. High base tax province, that's the core of theirs. Goodbye, overextension. And goodbye, Afghans. Thanks to that, those cannons of theirs, they had a chance of holding out. But thanks to us just being too damn good, they did not. So pretty much everything's under siege. Multan, all I really want from you is that 1 province. And probably all your money. I'll claim and take Multan at a later date. But that province on its own is fine for me. Punjabi Nats. How are we on those Punjabs? 0%. Let's not lower autonomy, it'll go down plenty on its own. It's not that impressive a province either. So our separate war score with you is 23. Bearing in mind all I want to do is break those 2 alliances of use. If I were to take Hormuz, it would be another staggering amount. Could take what little money you have as well. Wow, fancy that. Well, a siege or two will soon be done, so just drop off a few men in Hormuz and stroll away like it ain't no thing. Alright, Tirhut have made the tragic mistake of leaving the coalition against us. We will be sure to remind them why they are in it. Also, whilst our troops are here, it's high time that we got a bit more land out of our good friends Tabaristan. I say good friends, but really they've been a pain in the neck for us. Put your hands in the air and give me all your money. Really, I can get that quickly enough just by spreading out my siege here. I'll get him. 25th of March. I don't want to fight you. I'll get a bonus to the peace deal just for having more lands of theirs under siege, even if it's with a token force. It's a trick I use a lot because, hey, I can't function without exploits, as we've all seen. Not quite enough, though. What did they get from that? Well, they've got more money for starters. Alright, you have got to go. We need Ray back. We'll take the capital at a later date. Unfortunately, it is also Shia, but they've just had a Shia revolt, so that's alright. Just kill you and take it all back. Easy peasy. Alright, the Chandis are really up in arms. Let's just hope they do actually rise up here. Gujarat's down too. It's really strange why it says it costs me nothing there, yet it definitely does. I guess some things man is just not meant to know in this game. In any case, you've got to go. You're my mission after all. Oh, what timing. I'd rather convert you before coring, but we don't have 3 missionaries right now. Well, okay. No sense whinging about it. Now that's my king again. I still want him dead. But to what degree do I want him dead? Well, may as well reinforce our men there slightly. They're going to have quite a bit on their hands. Jake, you missed a sub. Oh my. Ah, Insanii. I'm sure I butchered that name, but welcome to the family. Your devotion to the stream will help us get that Lucy emote. Frankly, we're all waiting on that. I know I am. Lucy is one of the girls from our trucking company in Euro Truck Sim, and we can't wait to have her on the team. It sucks to just leave horses here. Leave some men as well. The rest of you, get back. Jake, Gujarat didn't cost you anything. Well, thanks for noticing, because I didn't notice. Alright, looks like we're going to have our hands full crushing rebellions for a little bit, but that's fine. Who's keeping score? Somebody asks, how did he grow so much without a massive